Hello everyone, we would like to welcome you to Street Politics with Talessia. Would you please like and share, comment below, tell me what you think about the things that we discussed and down at the bottom. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and let's get into what's going on in today's news. Well, a lot of things have been happening in the White House in DC. Well, first let's talk about North Korea. Well, I guess North Korea had a little change of heart. And the things and the rhetoric that they've been doing and carrying on, they've been testing a lot of missiles. They've been having a lot of military parades. But in these demonstrations, they have videos of these missiles coming, bombing the U.S. or whatever. And, we got a president that's in office that don't mind typing because he got Twitter fingers. He don't mind typing or when he in front of the camera saying whatever he want to say or whatever, and him and Kim Jong-un, which is the dictator that's over there that run North Korea, have been passing words. They both saying who got the biggest missile, who got the biggest button. Donald Trump telling him, calling him little rocket man, and it just been going, and everybody, we all looking like, hell, we about to go to war. Because he talking crazy, this man over here, he talking, ain't now one of them backing down, they just going at it. And President Trump been hitting them with more sanctions and calling on other people like South Korea and China, to enforce some sanctions on them too. You know what I'm saying? So lo and behold, he sent a letter saying, you know what, let's have a sit down, and I won't launch any missiles during the time, I guess during the wait period or whatever, when they meet, in which his administration said they will meet sometime in May. So, this has been going crazy. We have, the media like, wait a minute. First of all, we got to give him just a little bit. If we're going to give people credit when credit due, whether you agree with them or not. He's the first president that's ever going to have a sit down with North Korea, because they never sent any letters and never want to do anything. Other administrations, tried to work with them on different stuff, but they did. They say they gonna do this, and then America do what they say they gonna do for them, but then North Korea don't come in on their end. And a lot of them feel like the Bush administration tried to bribe him, give him this, so he won't do that. So Donald Trump, when he was doing the stuff that he was doing, the rhetoric and the stuff that he was, the back and forth that he was doing, people was like, oh, this is going to be some mess. But he sent a letter saying he want to sit down with him. So, this is something that everybody's going to be looking like, okay, you're going to sit down with him and discuss what? Because, a lot of people say he manipulates or whatever. But, Donald Trump, he called himself the deal maker. He's the deal maker. He's going to make the ultimate deal. And, he's already clapping his hand because he's the first president that ever going to have a sit down with this, with North Korea or whatever. So, that's going to go, that's a part of his history. It's good to his base. Hey, Bush administration didn't do this. Obama administration didn't do this. They gave him this. They gave him that. I told him this. I told him that. And look, now he want to sit down with me. So, Trump is going to have a field day with it. And, Donald Trump is very unorthodox. So it's just like, he not going to go in there talking the political talk that politicians talk. So, I don't know how this going. Because, you can get that man a script, and he'll look at it for 2 seconds, he might be, then he'll put it down and get the going from his head. So, however he feeling that day with this, it's just going to be something. Like, is they actually going to sit down, or is they going to have somebody in between them sit down, and, like, what's the deal is going to be? Like, what's going to go on? So, we're going to be paying close attention to that. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they're going to be announcing a date or like where it's just going to be at or whatever, but we'll find out. In other news, you had Trump authorized tariffs defying allies at home and abroad. So basically, tariff is a tax or duty to be paid on a particular class of imports or exports. So, you know, when we get stuff in from other countries or we sell stuff in from other countries, you know, it's a tax on that. And, you know, a lot of stuff, one of President Trump's campaign promises was, you know what, America's again taken advantage of. We paying all this and we not getting nothing. And that's going to end. We got to make America great again. While we getting taxed and getting the lesser end, and these people getting all this and jobs going all this and this is that. So his own party was against this, and they feel like this is going to cause a trade war that, you know what I'm saying, you taxing this, you taxing that, and this is going to go up, so it's going to cause other stuff to go up. Because, you know, like when we get stuff imported, like foreign cars, you know, different things of that nature that come over here, those people can raise those prices, and then somebody over here might get a lesser cut. So that's going to be kind of iffy. And plus, back in 2002, President George Bush had imposed the same thing, but he made it 30%, and he had to reverse his ruling within 15 months. But 15 months, he switched it back and banned the other 3 years that was left on it. Studies found that more jobs were lost than saved. So it's like, you can say it can be good and you can say it can be bad or whatever. So it's a like a lot of jobs from other industries will lose out. Like they say, like the aluminum, steel, those might be good, but then other people's might be bad. But you got already companies like, hold on, let me say, already companies like Century Aluminum has said that they will restart a shutter capacity at its Harvestville plant, adding nearly 300 workers this year. And also United States Steel said it will start its blast furnace in Granite City in Illinois, bringing back 500 workers to help meet the additional orders and expect to results of this. So you just don't know. But sometimes we got to do, like, you know what I'm saying, what's best for us, because a lot of these people, these steel jobs, you know, all like went out of business, went overseas. Like hundreds of thousands of people have lost their jobs and have suffered like behind this. So when they hear President Trump talking about they bringing this kind of work back, and these people been doing this stuff like forever, you know, they on it. Even when he signed the proclamation, he had a handful of steel and aluminum workers wearing their overalls and their hats, like, "Hey, we about to get back to work." They said our factories was left to rot and to rust all over the place. Thriving communities turned into ghost towns. And they said the betrayal is now over. So they feel like, you know what I'm saying, these companies ran over there and said, "Hey, forget our workers. You know, now we got this guy in here that said, hey, we about to get this back to going." But then you got people on a global level saying it's going to affect them. But, you know, American people, like, we don't care. But I don't know how that's supposed to work out, because I have read up on it, but they said different people is charging us the same price. So why can't we charge them the same price? That doesn't make any sense. Why do our prices got to be lower and theirs higher? So, you know, people, this another thing we gotta wait to see how it's gonna plan out and everything. You know, just like with the tax reform, we gotta see how that's gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? Because you really can't too much listen to the mainstream media, because they push an agenda of what they want to push. You got one saying it's gonna be good, you got others saying like, oh, they giving you crumbs, this not nothing. But the stock market is liking it. But is it booming for shareholders? Have anything happened in y'all paychecks that y'all seen since this new tax? You know, comment, let me know below. Like, what's the difference that you've seen in your taxes since this new tax plan has came in or whatever. So this is gonna be something when my children's get their history books and they're gonna be reading about how this is. Like, this is gonna be something like to really see. So hopefully that pans out right, and jobs do come back to America, and it do level out the playing field. But some people are going to be infected. That's just the normal thing with anything that you got to readjust, because you got other countries that now they're gonna want to raise stuff on us. So we don't know. We'll see. We sure gonna hear about it, especially if it's bad or good, dealing with that. They don't miss a beat reporting anything with him. Okay, moving quite along, we got Trump. Oh, it seemed like every time something come out of him or something about to might look good in his favor or whatever, it's just something that's come right behind it. Like, oh, forget that, we got this. So now we have the Stormy Daniels, the porn star, that said she was paid $130,000 by Trump to keep silent about the affair that they had or whatever. So, of course, the White House pushed back on it and said it was a lie. They said that Donald Trump never paid anybody anything, and Donald Trump lawyers saying that Donald Trump never paid anything, that he paid out of his own pockets, and Trump didn't know anything about him paying somebody to be quiet, to hush up, because it was around the time of 2016 when he was campaigning or whatever. That don't make no damn sense at all. Listen here, that just don't make no sense. Nobody's going to believe that. I don't know why you just look. You paid the lady to be quiet because you didn't want this affair happen. She according to Miss Daniels, she said it happened when Melania was giving birth around the time she gave birth to Barron or whatever. And so, now her lawyer, now she's saying she wants to sue Donald Trump because they broke the agreement. That don't, like, you want to sue him because they broke it, because I guess she said, well, I think the lawyer did come out. I don't know how that story even came out, but the lawyer had admitted to it. So now she's saying that y'all voided, the contract is void. For one, you talked about saying what was going on, and for two, Donald Trump supposed to he never signed it. So Donald Trump saying he had nothing to do with this and this is that. But of course, the New York Times came with a story where his lawyer Conan, they sent the email that was from Trump email, which is let's see. The email was sent to Conan by assistance to the First Republican Bank senior manager. So the email appeared to be a reply from Conan, basically saying the transfer that's all it said, that it was completed, and it was on one of Trump emails. So it's just like, Conan, why you didn't do it on your personal Gmail if this had nothing to do with Trump? Why is this coming off why is this coming off Trump email? So it's it's from Trump Bank. Well, I guess what bank that he was banking at, the money, it came from there. Which he's saying it was his money, I guess, like money that, by him being his personal lawyer, it was his money. But look, don't nobody even care. Now she's talking about she want to write a tell-all book, and now she's saying that she said she got text messages and photos. Listen, Stormy, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Please, I do not want to see no damn leaked video of Donald Trump and you and this man and whatever y'all was doing. Please save America's eyes from that. Keep that shit with y'all. We don't want to see that. Who cares? I don't want to see no leaking footage of this man. I can't even, my eyes ain't gonna be able to just take that. Just keep that to yourself. Put it in your book, something that I'm never gonna read or even have to see. Keep your text message to yourself. We don't care. I don't care. I mean, I guess that's what they do to get some money. You know what I'm saying? So this is every day is more coming out, and another porn star done came out, then another sexual harassment victim done came out. Like, god damn, what more is next? What's next with this administration? Like, what, y'all can't catch a break. Like, within, let me see, within 5 days 15 stories done came out about this White House. You got one of Trump's campaign advisor, Mr. Newberg, he's talking about he's not testifying and this, that, and next thing you know, they call him coming out of Mueller office. I mean, getting questioned from Mueller office. So it's just like all this stuff is going on. It's just so much. Like, I'm about sick of this investigation. Like, this Russia investigation have led to 7,000 other investigations. Like, when is the investigation gonna ever end? Like, I'm sick of hearing it. Like, look, Mueller, whatever you got on Donald Trump, come with it. If you don't got nothing on him, come on with it so this can go to arrest. Like, this is going on and on and on and on. Everybody in America know that Russia was what Russia did when it came to our elections. Hopefully is y'all got it together for the primaries and 2020 for when they run, you know what I'm saying, run back again, so we can get all this straight. Like, I never seen an investigation where everything that's happening before the investigation is over, the whole world know. Like, what kind of damn investigation? Like, you need to find out who running their mouth about whatever, all this leaking, all this stuff is just ridiculous. A lot of this stuff is just, it's just like, who cares? Then you got, y'all say y'all investigating Hillary Clinton again with her emails with her. Like, I feel like we're dealing with a whole bunch of kids in this. And you know what? At the end of the day, we as the people, we can do something about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we elect those people. They in there, Congress in there acting a fool. They not doing nothing they supposed to do. Look at the Dreamers even having a little pushback with the Democrats. They feel like, hey, like, you left us for hanging. Like, what's going on? Like, y'all fixing us or what? Like, then they feel like you leaving them behind. And it's just like, what is y'all doing? Like, what is y'all doing for the people? Like, y'all sitting over there in Congress arguing and bickering. Okay, everybody know, just because you have different beliefs do not mean that you can't come together as one and make the good for the American people. Y'all sitting up there, okay, you're not doing this, I'm not doing it. You're not doing, it's like the same thing that happened. Look what the Republican, and the crazy thing about it, this happened with President Obama, and they wanted to blame him for not fixing Dreamers. But you got to remember, when he was in office, he only ran it the first 2 years. The other 6, it was Republican ran. You know what I'm saying? So everything he tried to do, he couldn't do. I don't know why he just didn't make it straight when he first did it for the Dreamers. When they had them come out, say who they is and this, that, like, get it done. Like, get whatever it need to be done. Make them people citizens. They've been working here. Make them citizens. And then do what we supposed to do right for our immigration. You know what I'm saying? All that trying to say people need to come over here qualified. That ain't how this country run. Go back years when people was fleeing from other countries. They weren't qualified. They came over here to make a better life because we the land of the free. Now all of a sudden you got to be qualified to come to the U.S. That don't even make no damn sense. Get this stuff done. Y'all sit up here in Congress, y'all have all this money. Y'all don't do nothing for the people. Y'all sit up here when the government shut down. The government got shut down. The government didn't get paid, but people in Congress got paid. They need to take that back. If Congress not doing their job, they need to not get paid. They need to make some type of laws like that. And I feel like a lot of people in Congress trying to go, y'all up over there looking like y'all 80 and older. Nothing wrong to you being 80 and older, being in politics, but you know what? It's time for a change. It's time for new people to come. It's time for young, fresh, energetic people to come in Congress and make a change. Y'all been doing the same thing for 30 or 40 years. You know what I'm saying? You got some people saying, I've been in office for 30, 40 years. Well, what have you done? What have you done in that 30, 40 years? What have you're not doing anything. You know, you pass a little bit of something, you move on. It's just like, it's just getting tiresome. You know, as people looking back, it's going to be a lot of shakeup this year in these primaries. A lot of these seats that's up for grab, it's gonna be a shakeup because a lot of stuff that's going on that went down. A lot of people is fed up with it. Me personally, I'm sick of the parties. I'm changing minds. I'm not gonna be a Democrat. I never was a Republican. I'm going independent. I want to vote for the person. I want to do my research on the person. I want to see if this person is qualified to do what they supposed to do. If they not qualified to do what they supposed to do, then I'm not voting for you. Y'all got to dig into these people and see if they worth your vote, because they supposed to work for you. And then when they get in office, you got to hold them accountable. They supposed to be in there working for us, not working for them. They go in these office dirt broke and then come out filthy rich. And then the same people, these same issues. We have the same issues. We have the same problems that have been going on for years, for years. These are the same problems that has been going on. This is not nothing new. So evidently got to be the people that's there. If for 30 years these same issues, y'all been arguing about this immigration, all this stuff for years. But how is it take? It shouldn't be that hard to sit down and fix and come together, put a puzzle together. Y'all ideas, they ideas, come together and make it one and make it good and great for the American people. Not sit there and I'm not going to work with you because you're not doing this and you get to go home. But then when y'all go home to y'all constituents, I don't know why them rallies y'all be having, a lot of them people been getting cussed out and stuff because some people that they sick of. They don't want to hear none of this stuff. They don't want to hear none of this old goofy. It's time for a change. I think the change is really going to happen when some of these career politicians' seats get taken from them or they retire. I would prefer for you to retire so you can have your little crown to go with you versus some of these people, these millennials, a lot of young people is really eager to get in office, especially what is going on. You know what I'm saying? You got those kids in Florida. It's a lot of them that's young, that's voting. A lot of them talking about now they want to run for office. They got all these people backing them up. So it's just like now it's going to be a big change, and it's going to be a big wave in politics that I think that they never had seen before. So you know what I'm saying? Be prepared. Get ready. Get ready for a change. It need to be a change. We need to see fresh faces. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of seeing the same people arguing about the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's never like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm a Republican. I understand what you got going on, Democrat. Let's give and take. Let's pull a little bit from each other. But it's just like y'all going in there like, this is mine. If you ain't voting on this, I don't want this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just it's ridiculous. And I think that should be a hashtag, career politician. Y'all time is up. Y'all time is up. And it's going to show in these primaries. It is going to show. It is going to show in these primaries. So these decisions y'all making now, it's going to affect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of, however the tax cuts came, y'all passed that. When y'all go home, if it didn't benefit y'all constituents, they turning on you. They turning on you. So I understand why y'all just can't do what is right. Do what's right for the American people. Like, how hard is that? Kids can go in there and run that place better than y'all. I just think it's just time for a change. I'm sick of this, and the news need to the FBI need to come up with something and say, when we doing an investigation, that nothing is to be discussed about that until this is over with. When people around here, when Pookie and Ray Ray and them catch a case, you don't hear nothing about the investigation. You don't hear nothing about it until it's over with, somebody getting arrested or charges not being filed. Now, how the hell that ain't happening in Congress? We can't even get through a day without somebody walked in Mueller office and this is that. Somebody did. We can't. And it's just like, then y'all pushing the agenda that y'all want to push. That's how you have to be very careful with some of these media outlets that y'all listen to, because they all pushing what they want you to push. Like, I just had to say something to what was her name, Lori Engel on from Fox News, because she pushing. I seen something on her Twitter feed that she got a picture of President Obama and Louis Farrakhan, and they said some of the news about Obama supposed to be getting some type of thing with Netflix. So this is the narrative. Now, I'm reminding you, her base is strong. Her fan base is strong. So you know what I'm saying? Millions of people watch her and listen to her. So she put up a picture of Farrakhan and President Obama, and her caption was something to the other, like, oh, Netflix about to get them a deal. So now if people don't fully investigate or see what you're talking about, now they think that you know what I'm saying, President Obama is linked up with Farrakhan, and they about to, like, that's insane. Then you saying that Farrakhan is a racist, so that just all plays in the whole thing. Like, why you spewing something that's not true? You pushing a narrative that's not true. Then you got people following you that's going to pick up on what you said and run with it without doing no investigation, and they don't care because it came out of your mouth. And some of these people in these larger platforms, they need to be held accountable for the things that they say. Y'all are news reporters. Report the news. Leave your personal... You can have your opinion, but still say the truth. Say what's really going on. When I report stuff, even though I don't care too much for President Trump, but I gave you the pros and cons, you know, what I think might be good. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to say this is bad just because I don't like him. I'm gonna say what's going on, and we gonna all come to whatever terms that we gonna come in on. So I just think that's something that we all need to start doing. Stop going off what these people be posting and saying, because a lot of this stuff don't be true. Then when you read it on your own, then you kind of like, oh no, well that ain't they said. Then you already got it in your mind that this is that. So you got to be very careful, because I turn on, let me tell you something, I turn on CNN, let me tell you what they're talking about. They're talking about Donald Trump, the porn star, the Mueller investigation. He's incompetent. He can't, he's going to mess up this with North Korea. This is that. I turn on Fox News. They talking about Hillary Clinton and her email scandal. They talking about President Obama is known, now President Obama hang around racists. He hangs around with Farrakhan and if you ain't a politician, shut up when other celebrities speak out. You know what I'm saying? So you see where I'm going with this. You can like, I have to watch both of them to get, like, when a story break, this is what I do. I have to watch both of them, because both of them gonna say something, then I can find out in the middle, like, really what's going on. Then I get to looking and investigating and see. Then that's how I do it. Because if I turn on one channel, I'm only gonna get that, because you turn on Fox, they ain't talking about the porn star. You turn on CNN, they ain't talking about Hillary Clinton up under investigation out there in Utah for them emails. They ain't talking about that. Or if they do talk about it, it's probably for one run. But every segment, every show, like, when you turn on the TV, like, say if you turn on Channel 3 got different shows. You might have, I don't know what shows come on there. I'm not just saying these shows, just hypothetically speaking. You might have the Steve Harvey show, The Price is Right the next hour, the news, then you have some type of show, some type of other show. But then you turn on these shows, it's the same, seeing everybody that come on is talking about the same thing. You go on Fox News, come on now. I know you already know that the people that was before you reported on this. Why do I have to constantly keep hearing this again? I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick of hearing it. Say it once, leave it alone, move on to the next. It's plenty of other stories and topics that we can cover. I don't want to hear nothing about that no more. I don't want to stress the fact that I can't go, you know what I'm saying? Like, change some stories. There's plenty of stories out here that we can be discussing or having some other type of views on. Like, I'm just really sick of that. And I think the American people, if y'all agree with me, type yes, or, you know, type no. Hey, y'all like listening to it every day. I don't care about Donald Trump cheating on his wife. Join half of America. Who cares? I don't care. It don't concern me. That's between him and Melania, and him and Melania and the porn star and whatever agreement they had going on. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Stick to the basics. Stick to how the hell we gonna deal with North Korea with him. That's what we need to be discussing. All that other stuff, we don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about the previous presidents and what they didn't do or what they did do and all that. Let's talk about what's going on right now. The past is the past. We're talking about what's going on here in the future. So that's just my advice to you all. Until we meet again, make sure I be open. And these primaries coming up, do your investigation. And another thing for the people that's in Cleveland, Ohio, and Cuyahoga County, I will be doing a little investigation on the people that's running. So I will try to get some information on them, you know, a non-biased. I'm just going to report it how it is, whether it's good, whether it's bad. Then you left up to deal with it. Then make your decision if this is the person that you want to vote for. But I will be going over the levies or whatever they just have on the ballot. I want to go over it with the people, give you all a chance to make a decision. And then, you know, we can go from there. Thank you all for dealing with talking with me with my little rant about what's going on in the political world. Please like and share. Come back and see us every Friday. I will be doing pop-ups if something breaks in the news, which if it's something new, I will come on and we can discuss it. If you like to send in anything that you want to discuss in the political world, you can send it at info@streetpoliticswithtalesia.com. Anybody you would like to see in the hot seat, any politicians want to come on, I do want to do a segment with a strong Republican and a strong Democrat voters, you know, so we can sit down and have like a, you know, Q&A with them. If you would like to come on with that, you can send me at info@streetpoliticswithtalesia.com. I'm also going to be doing a segment called Go Sit in the Nearest Corner, where I will be calling certain people out, and I will have a little box with their little faces on it, and I will put it on there and sit them in a corner and turn them around and tell them why they need a damn time out. If you'd like to recommend for somebody to go sit in the nearest corner, hit me up at Go Sit in the Nearest Corner at streetpoliticswithtalesia.com. Thank you all. Have a blessed day. Stay safe until we meet again. Good night.